India beat South Africa in an absolute thriller of a match in Guwahati last night, despite David Miller scoring an unbeaten century. Arshdeep Singh, renamed in fine form, picking up two crucial wickets, including South African captain Temba Bavuma for a duck. Kumar Yadav, top scorer for India at 61 runs, while Virat Kohli missed out on his 50 by a single run. A scintillating performance by the Indian team all round in a high-stakes game in Assam. And to discuss this further, we have with us none other than the sports legend Sabah Kareem. We also have Ritender Sodhi live with us on the broadcast. Thank you so much, firstly, Mr. Kareem, for joining us on the broadcast. Your first takeaways from that thriller of a match that we've played against South Africa last night?
Splendid performance from India, and first time ever that India has beaten South Africa in a bilateral engagements at home. I think overall India's biggest challenge was to put up a above par score while batting first, and India did that with aplomb. Excellent start from Rohit Sharma, KL Rahul, and then India just went along after that with Kumar Yadav once again in blistering form, good support from Virat Kohli, and India finished off in style. So I think it seldom happens that you end up with a dream kind of an innings overall. I think one saw that in yesterday's encounter against South Africa.
Mr. Kareem, is the all or nothing approach in batting perfect for Team India? What are your views? It played off yesterday. We saw KL Rahul play a very special innings. But what, according to you, is working and not working for Indian batsmen right now?
Well, things are working quite well for the Indian batting lineup, and I think this kind of an aggressive mindset is shows that India is on the right path, and they are very well led by Rohit Sharma. He's the one who has sent a very strong message to everybody in the side that they need to be in sync with the demands of modern T20 batting, and India has followed that path with great amount of success, and that is what is needed at this stage. India's biggest worry is their bowling. So India apparently it seems that if when they plug one hole, there seem to be some other areas which needs to be sorted. So that is India's biggest worry at this stage. Otherwise, batting looks to be in great condition. Most of the batters have done quite well. They are scoring at a very high strike rate, and all that is much needed when you play international game against top quality opposition.
All right, stay on with us, Mr. Kareem. We also have Ritender Sodhi, who's joining us on the broadcast. Mr. Sodhi, I want to ask you, how important is Kumar Yadav for the Indian cricket team right now? Should our batting lineup be built around him, to ensure that he gets maximum deliveries at this point? All right, we're just going to get Mr. Sodhi back with us on the broadcast shortly. But Mr. Kareem, if I can just take that question from you, what according to your opinion, is the importance of Kumar Yadav in the Indian cricket team right now?
I think Surya's biggest contribution is the fact that he plays in the middle overs, and I think he's such a rare player that who can bat in the middle overs with such a high strike rate. And whatever may be the condition, whatever may be the opposition, it does not deter him from his run-making abilities. So to speak, whenever he goes out to bat, his main intention is to play those high-scoring shots, which means that he relies heavily on picking up boundaries and over boundaries, and that is why Surya Kumar is so special in the Indian side. He holds the entire innings together. It is not easy to do so time and again during the middle overs in the T20 format. So Surya Kumar remains special, and I think India's chances in the World Cup will hinge on Surya Kumar's ability to perform in a similar manner in the World Cup.
Very interesting, Mr. Kareem, that you mentioned the World Cup. In fact, my follow-up question was going to be with regards to that. Do you think that the Indian cricket team that we have right now is up to it? Would you like to see this same team playing in the World Cup as well? Or do you think that there are some changes here and there that we can possibly make?
Well, the changes will take place only if a player is ruled out of the World Cup. Now, since the World Cup team has been announced, there are several options which is being floating around at this stage, more so because of the big injury concern of Jasprit Bumrah. But having said that, I do believe that we have able replacements for Jasprit Bumrah, and we saw that in the South African T20 series. Deepak Chahar has done well. The selectors have drafted Mohammad Siraj and Mohammad Siraj and Mohammad Shami in the squad. They also have Umesh Yadav waiting in the lines. So India is kind of very well. They are quite well prepared at this stage. But in a multi-nation tournament, especially in such a big platform as the World Cup, what is more important at that stage is to absorb pressure and perform the way India has done in such bilateral engagements. And India has faltered more because of that. So it's all about getting yourself in a very decent mind space and accepting the challenges that will come their way in the World Cup. But I think in terms of preparation, in terms of players, in terms of resources, India has been blessed that way. So India's preparation has been complete. Now it is up to the players to go to Australia and perform up to their potential.
And of course, our prayers, our wishes, the wishes and the prayers of the entire country are with our boys as always, Mr. Kareem. You know the kind of outpour of love that the Indian cricket team has always seen, and it's so heartwarming. Every single match equal for our, be it winning or losing. India is always by the side of our boys. We also have a very special guest joining us on the broadcast. We have Virat Kohli's coach, Kumar Sharma, who's been kind enough to be with us on the broadcast today. Thank you so much, firstly, Mr. Kumar, for joining us on the broadcast. If I can just take my first question from you, Mr. Kumar, what are your suggestions for the batting combinations, for the World Cup?
I think this is the best batting combination India has, and fortunately for India, everybody is in good form. There were concern about KL Rahul, even Rohit Sharma and Virat also, but Virat has done well in Asia Cup. So now that KL Rahul is also among runs and Rohit Sharma is also playing well. So as everybody knows, Surah is playing very well. So it looks a very compact batting lineup with Hardik Pandya and Dinesh Karthik coming later. So India looks a very balanced and a very powerful batting unit.
Okay, Mr. Sharma, what do you think of the current T20 World Cup squad? Is the team structure going well according to you, from where you see it? Is the team structure perfect for now?
Well, I think about the squad, I think this is the best possible squad, except for a few, there are always debate that this guy should have been there. As I felt, Mohammad Shami should have been there. And as about Bumrah, this is a very, very crucial aspect. If Bumrah is fit, he'll boost our bowling, and we badly need him. And in case if he's not there, then I think either Mohammad Shami or Deepak Chahar would fill in his shoes.
Do you also, think, Mr. Sharma, that you have any particular suggestions for the Indian team?
To be honest, bowling is the only concern I'm scared of, because our bowlers are not doing that well, and we have seen that if Bumrah is not fit, it is going to be a real problem for India, because Arshdeep and Harshal, they are new to this international cricket. Though they are very talented bowlers, but World Cup is a very big stage, and these youngsters, how they will cope up with the pressure of the World Cup is to be seen, and it is not going to be easy for them. I wish they perform well, but I think bowling is a real concern, and our coach and bowling coach and head coach has to really work hard with them before the World Cup.
Bowling, of course, sir, you're saying that bowling is one of the concerns that you have for the Indian team right now. Other than bowling, sir, when it comes to batting, when it comes to the lineup, when it comes to the sort of players that are playing in the World Cup, the team that we have for now, any sort of recommendations for them as well, and for the selections particularly?
About the team selection, I would say India has selected a more or less a good team, and would depend on the surface where we are playing, because the grounds are big, and the way Ashwin has shown his class, his experience. So I think he may get inclusion in 11. And since Ravindra Jadeja is not there, Akshar has done well. But lately in the South African series, he has been hit for quite a few runs. So there will be concern, but I think overall, if you see, batting is India's strength, and bowling will have to take care, and bowlers have to do really their duty, and I hope and wish that Bumrah is fit for the World Cup.
Thank you so much, Mr. Rajkumar, for joining us on the broadcast. Thank you also to Saba Kareem, who's been kind enough to sit with us patiently. On that note, viewers, we dip into a very short commercial break. But of course, prayers and best wishes for our boys are always with them.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.